Happy Friday. Welcome into our numbers video. We do two kind of separate sets of numbers. We do a little bit more of a, what would you call it? A surface skim of the numbers. And then we do a more deep dive for two different groups. The first one is for our VO Marketing Pro group. What the VO Marketing Pro group is a group of voice actors who are established, have maybe have a commercial demo. They have a professional demo done. They have more money than time, and they've been in the game for a little while. And so they pay us to, they pay VO Marketing Pro, I should say, Johnny's business to do direct email marketing for them. And then after that, we do a little bit more deep dive for a specific group it's a private group, and it's for people who are maybe struggling in voiceover, new to voiceover, have been in voiceover for a little bit, but have maybe hit a wall, all sorts of things like that, or haven't done direct email marketing at all. So that's just what that is. If you want information on that, you can get a hold of John at John Barsness at vomarketingpro.com, John Barsness at vomarketingpro.com, and then Hudson Barsness at yahoo.com. If you're interested in either of them, VOMP or VOMP Plus. And we kind of have a little bit of a system that we go through to see where you would fit.
Well, we want you to be successful. We want you to. VOMP Plus is just something that we hope that you'll learn how to do direct email marketing, because it takes time, and sometimes people, when they talk about when they talk about their efforts with direct email marketing, they're looking for an ROI, and you kind of need to define what that is. And I think how you define that is by doing it yourself and seeing what it takes. It takes time and lots of numbers of going out there. And so then you can hire a company once you start getting good at doing your own direct email marketing and knowing what that takes. Then if you're sticking with it, you have the right mindset, you'll understand, and you'll get to know us, and you'll get to know what it takes to do the direct email marketing, and you're going to want a company to help you in that. You're going to also want to do your own. But VOMP Plus, that's what that's for, and it's to train people to do it and learn what it takes, so that when they hire VO Marketing Pro, they have a good understanding what an ROI looks like by hiring a service like us. So I think I said that.
And it's not just so you know, it's being a part of VO Marketing Pro Plus isn't just learning how to do direct email marketing. It is, but it's also learning how to work like I work, like Hudson is learning to work. And that's a huge part of it. This year, I'm going to be over $200,000 in direct email marketing alone. I don't know what your percentage is or what your number is. You can share that today or some other time. But there are things that I do and things that I tell you about, and we tell you about in our fireside chats, in our deep dive into our numbers and such like that. There are tidbits and things like that you're getting not every single day, but 2 or 3 times a week. You're getting some little tidbits of information, some wisdom, some insight into how I do business. And that aids me in my direct email. It's not just simply, well, just do these things. Yes, it is. It is doing direct email marketing, but it's also doing some other things alongside of it that makes it successful.
And you get direct access to us and a Facebook group. And so if you have questions and stuff like that, we're right there to answer. So that's the benefit. It's a community too. So getting going isn't too daunting. So anyway, we're going to get into our numbers. We do have a playlist of numbers on VO Marketing Pro's YouTube channel. So check those out from all the way back from when we started, when Dad did some, I think, before even I was doing it. So check those out. We also have Todd's tips and listener questions. So on to John.
All right. So VO Marketing Pro had 44 warm responses this week, 13 auditions.
Wow, week before Christmas. That's good.
Yeah. And we just sent out the email this morning and got one response saying that they got a job. So we've got one job. Again, it's the holiday season, so we didn't get a ton of responses back, because probably lots of people are saying maybe you should just start doing holiday season. But we asked, as we usually do for most weeks, and we will, I believe, next week again. So get ready for those, and please report if you can. One report, that was Deanna Johnston, booked a recurring client. So great for her.
Yeah.
That's it.
Congratulations, recurring gold.
Yep.
I guess I will move on to my numbers, unless you had something that you wanted to talk about.
No, well, I'll just say that, and Lisa has been fine with me saying her name, so if she can get angry with me and email me if she's not happy this time. But Lisa Lupari contacted us via email with her update on how her week went, and said that with her own efforts that she's just so grateful for staying in front of not only her warm responses, but putting in the effort. I think she uses a software to stay in front of her clients, and it's a little bit pricey, she said, but it's paid off this week. Somebody hired her for, I think, a fairly significant price VO job, but they hadn't hired her for 8 years.
Yeah.
And so,
but she got him back in front of them via kind of like a water cooler happy
correct.
grasshopper.
And so just staying in front of those warm responses, we talked about it last week, but staying in front of those, if you're doing direct email marketing, you're doing more than other people are doing just by doing the one touches. But if you're staying in front of your warm responses and you're staying in front of your clients, you're separating yourself from the pack. That's all I'll say.
Nice. So
congrats, Lisa.
Yeah,
good job.
That's awesome. This week I sent out, I won't be sending out next week, but I had 2 warm responses. I had 1 audition. I did 5 jobs, 4 on Fiverr, and 1 in direct marketing. And the 1 in direct marketing saved me. I didn't have anything going on basically all week. And I thought, well, maybe this week I'll only have $286. But a guy called me, or he actually got a hold of me through Voice 123. It wasn't on Voice 123. I had sent him a direct email, but he found my account, I guess, and messaged me through there. So I called him, and he said that they have a 30-second commercial, and they want full buyout, stuff like that. And they said they have $500 for that. And so I did that today, and I got $500. So it put me right up to $786. So I got my goal, which was I didn't think I was going to, but that's the power of direct marketing. Yeah. And I've never heard from him before. He's a new client. And then I didn't have any jobs on Upwork or Voice 123, but I had 4 jobs on Fiverr of varying prices. I did some editing for Dad, so $786 was my week. If you want to hear how more in depth, we do have a VO Marketing Pro Plus group that we just talked about earlier. That's what we do. So you can see how my week was broken down.
And remind me when you do talk again about that, if you do about that direct email marketing and then him finding you on Voice 123. I just have just a thought about that. So please help me remember that for the
VOMP Plus
group. Yeah, because I think that'll be helpful for people that are struggling with their voiceover business or just starting. I think there might be a little tidbit of information there. So for me, this week, so what night was it? It was Wednesday night. I was thinking that I was going to have to just hammer it out because I was really close to $300,000. I think I needed, like at the beginning of this week, I think I needed about $4,900. I thought, should be able to do it, but you never know. And then I've got a couple of days next week. So a client that I've worked with before, he's down in Louisiana, all of a sudden about 5 o'clock, just before supper, I get a call, and a political spot that I did a couple of weeks ago, an audition for, I found out Wednesday night that there were 10 or 12 other male voiceover talent. Well, I won that, and he told me it was $3,500. So on Wednesday evening, I was able to cross the $300,000 mark for the 4th year in a row.
And how long did it take you to do that job? Tell
well, I mean, I won't go into the whole story because, But so it was just 2 of my sons play some basketball about 40 minutes away, and I was going to go watch, and they were leaving at like 6 o'clock. Well, I got this political audition at 5, and at first I thought, well, maybe I'll just do it tomorrow. And I thought, well, I better do it. So I went downstairs, did it. He got back with me and said, could you do another take? Did it. Then he got back with me again and said, there needs to be a difference between the first part and then the second part. And so they had the truck started, and I said, I got to go down and do this quick. And so I did it, the second part, sent it off to him. as I was walking out the door, I said, I probably just blew that because I just didn't spend enough time. Well, when they called, he said not only did they take the spot, not only did they choose me, but they just took the audition. So that was kind of nice.
Cheating the system.
You
there
know
kind
what
of,
that's like if
yeah.
you've had that. Yeah, you feel like you're stealing money because you don't have to even do a directed session or anything. So anyway, that Wednesday night got me over the $300,000 mark for this year. So I had, I won't tell you how many jobs I had and go into the details, but I had $8,542.68 in direct marketing. And Fiverr was pretty big because I had a directed session on there, which I very rarely do, and that was $720. So I was at 2,000.
He's going into the details, and we're not supposed to be going into the details.
Yeah, sorry.
Just tell us how much you had.
$2,468 on Fiverr for a total the week before Christmas of $11,010.68.
Merry Christmas.
$11,010.68.
Hopefully that trickles down to your oldest son.
$8,000.
Everybody's got their hand out now in my
looking
family.
forward.
They're looking forward to a big Christmas. So that's all I have. And then I want to talk with I'll mention that little tidbit. We'll go into detail for the plus, and I'll talk
For
about
VOMP Plus.
and I'll talk about the little tidbits that I wanted to provide for them, for our special group.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, like I said, they're in the numbers folder, playlist, whatever you call it. Hope you had a good week. If you guys want to share your numbers, part of the VOMP group, you can share them here, or you can keep them to yourself. That's fine. So thank you for watching this. And once again, if you need information, stuff like that, get a hold of John at johnbarsness@vomarketingpro.com. So we'll see you later.